Hi guys, Norfolk Vapour's back here again. Another review we've got to do today. Happy enough, I can announce it's a local Norfolk company we've got to review. Done a couple of juice reviews and I've chucked my 2 cents in for the World Health Organisation response the other week. But back to the reviews as always. Lucky enough, local Norfolk company and quite a well-known one. In the community these days, you start off on CE4, you then normally move up to things like Pro Tanks, and some people are happy with staying where they are. They don't move any further, and we say if you're happy with the kit you're using, by all means stay with it. You know, as long as you're staying off the fags and it's doing what you need it to do, don't go any further. You don't need to get too technical. But if you want to go a little bit further, but don't want to go to the case of actually doing the full rebuildable systems, which I'm only now going into myself, being honest. You know, it's new to me, but yeah, I've got to give things a try. But if you want to stay where you are with the CE4s, going to the Pro Tanks. Pro Tanks, I do recommend it, all ones that are the same like. We don't discriminate here. I do recommend you can take it a little bit further, and that's where Naturevape come in. Now, the coils they do are re-wickable. Not rebuildable as such, but re-wickable. When you buy Kanga Tank, or when you buy the coils for Kanga Tanks, or anything else like that, you get about 2-3 weeks use, and if you're very clever you know how to do the dry burn system and get another use out of them. But ultimately at the end of the day, once it's spent, in the bin it goes, and you have to go buy another pack of coils. This is where Naturevape come in, because the idea is that you can actually re-wick them yourselves and do so quite simply. Now, there are explicit in very, very detailed instructions on their website, which you'll find the details in the comment box at the bottom there. Now, let's see what come in the pack, shall we? First thing we got there, simple delivery. A jiffy bag! We all love getting jiffy bags. And the weird thing is, it's got a local postmark. Opened it up quite a thing and say, lo and behold, there was the coil and the other bits and pieces. Now, first thing you got out of there was wicking material. You've got plenty there. You get a few more uses out of them. But do read the instructions on how you've got to do it. Couldn't be more. Jake made that explicitly clear when I spoke to him. Read the instructions, you won't have any problems. Follow those instructions. If you go off and do it a different way, oh dear. And any other thing that came in the pack was, of course, the coil itself. Now you can see virtually identical on every mean except for the wick to the standard Kanga dual coil wicks or coils. I'll get it right in a minute. It's been a long day. So once you get it, you have to make sure you prime it. That is one definite thing you have to do. Make sure you prime it. If you don't know how to prime your coils, you're wasting a lot of time on buying new coils, because a lot of the time you'll end up with dry hits until it soaks in, and you've actually spent quite a bit of the life of the coil that you've just put into your tank. And also you probably mess your juice up in the same time. So for priming, I personally, first off, screw the coil into your base, nip tight. Now, there's two ways you can do this. Now, depending on what kind of juice you got and what kind of bottle, you can either take a needle nose, put some drips down the tip, just show you there, or, which I personally do, is the other way. Now, to do that, hold it, make sure it's in tight and give a slight wiggle, and you will then see the top comes off, which exposes the coil and the wicks. Now, I will say, do not touch these, because you will cause a problem that, like I say, you don't want to do. So literally always a case of doing is taking your juice, a couple of drips onto the wick, make sure it's nice and damp, and it is literally just a case of reassembling after that. That is primed. Put it back together, slight wiggle, that's what you got, and then start reassembling the tank. Now, get this in the right order, because I've done this video twice so far and I've done it wrong twice already. Okay, right, part one, part two. I don't want to put some music on or sing while I'm just doing this, but anyway. Alright, one reassemble tank. Stick some juice in. Perhaps I'll put it back together properly. There we go. Put that together again. There we go. Okay, get some juice loaded up. Now, nondescript juice this week. I've got one review coming up from I Quit, their blackjack, But at the moment, that's all I got. I need some more juice, guys. Need some more juice. I'm more than willing to do the reviews. Now, as you can see, there we go. Won't overfill it. Just make sure the tank's tight. Here we go. There we go. Drip tip on top. All set and go. That is that simple. Now, for the purpose of this, spinner 2 with the aero tank. Now, I've heard a lot about this, Jake. I'm taking your word for it. Let's see what we've got. Oof. Oh, now I see where everyone's coming from. Do a little bit more power on that, I think. Very nice. Wow. Oh, that is, that's different. Yeah, the throat hit, absolutely spot on. Matter of vapour and the taste. I mean, I suffer from bad taste buds, but that is something else. I'll have some more of this, sorry. Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. As I say, that is the DCD call from Naturevape. All details will be in the comment box below. Just remember, when you buy a pack of coils, you'll get 2 to 3 weeks. Naturevape is designed to have the wick replaced, so you get a lot longer life. You know. And going on this, I admit this is the first impressions. It's quite yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Anyway, yeah. I'm going out the garden, have a vape now, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so it's www.naturevape.co.uk. That is the DCD call. They do one for other tanks as well. By all means, check them out. I'm impressed. I'll leave it to you guys to see what you think. By all means, leave comments below if you do try them and let me know if you think what, if you agree with what I think, or if you have a different opinion. And also, anything else you want to discuss, drop into the Facebook page, Norfolk Vapors. We're on Twitter, Norfolk_Vapors. Obviously the YouTube channel. We haven't got airmail or smoke signals yet, but who knows? It's early days yet. Yeah, so that's all from me. I'll speak to you soon. Vape on.